Alright, so check it. I have the haircut. I got the flat bill cap twisted off to the side. You can't tell, but I got the pop collar. Yeah, I am fresh. I'm fresh to death, except for Vinny, because Vinny's dead. Oh hi, it's your boy Ray. Today is October. I like to say fourth, but it's the third. October 3rd, 2013, and another vlog. Another vlog about progression, and I guess progression on all four fronts. Because I like to say I've been feeling a lot better. The past, I want to say, yeah, the past couple days I've been feeling a lot better. Um, I've been doing a lot of reading at work during my downtime when I don't have any students to work with. So, I'm trying to pick up something real quick. Let me pick up something. So I've been just reading some human anatomy stuff, and this whole time I've kind of I've been have this scapular problem on my right side where it feels like where it looks like I'm actually developing a winged scapula, but and the past maybe like the past month or so, it's just been an annoying like nagging feeling, just trying to just sit upright, make sure my shoulder blades are contracted, make sure I'm in good position and such like that. Just practicing good posture with my spine and stuff like that. And I've always been uncomfortable for the past month, but I've been doing a lot of reading, and I started to realize that it's not specifically my shoulder blade or maybe a little bit of my rotator cuff. It's maybe a little bit of that, but the big problems that I've been feeling have actually been my rhomboid on my right side and this upper traps going up to the neck, that muscle right there. And I've been thinking, I've been looking at anatomy books and I realized, okay, those are my problem areas. So let's like Google search a little bit. So I Google search just a little bit, just some massaging, just to make sure, like soreness. Because basically right now it's not like pain or anything. I can still raise my hand above my head. I can still press and stuff like that. But it's just a nagging pain. So I just needed to just massage those areas. And how I've been doing it is I've been using a lacrosse ball. Lacrosse ball. Now when you read stuff about like ball massaging and stuff like that, probably people will recommend using a tennis ball. But when you use a tennis ball, it'll actually, like when you lay down or put pressure on it, either with your body weight or even some amount of pressure, the ball's gonna compress, and it's not exactly going to like hit the point precisely. It's just gonna be just this big kind of round surface just rubbing up against you, compared to a ball, lacrosse ball, where this is hard plastic right here, man. Hard plastic, lay up against this thing and you'll be feeling pain like nothing. You'll be feeling pain. But this will hit your trigger points like almost exact. So what I've been doing is I've been just massaging the rhomboid areas or the rhomboid trigger points and a little bit of like my upper traps right here. And so like right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good right now. So it's definitely something that well, I started doing this in a long time, but I've been doing it with a tennis ball. But once I got this, the lacrosse ball, everything started to be magical. Well, after the first couple of sessions, well, like once I started using this, I was like, pain. You start to feel like the shooting pain going across, but that means it's working. So as long as you're not numbing yourself out or hitting like a specific nerve, obviously you should be good. but but yeah, it's definitely something to invest in. Um, if you really need that trigger point therapy or that trigger point massaging. Foam rollers, I've been doing that for a long time as well. Even like before really needed, or I realized that I needed to work on it. I've been using foam rollers, but it doesn't really hit some areas exactly. But it's good for like bigger areas, say like the lower back or um, a knot in your hip or something like that, or your quad or something. It's good for those, or even your calves, just big muscle areas. But if you really need to hit a trigger point, lacrosse ball, lacrosse ball. So this week progression is up in everything. Like weightlifting wise, I posted a video on and added one of my random gym playlists of me doing 315 on the squat. Pretty good, pretty good. And yesterday I also attempted to do 240 on the bench. So it's been a long time since I've done anything above 225. Just just ever. So progression in both those areas. But I feel like for me, I had this increased ego week, I guess. So because my progression scheme was supposed to be 5 pounds every week, just for safety measures, for safety reasons, and I went 10 pounds up because I felt cocky. Felt cocky, so I decided to go 10 pounds up. So I'm alright with it, but like even yesterday, it just felt like um I didn't have enough work effort in my set. Like I did 240 yesterday on the bench, but I only did it for two, so it wasn't the minimum three that I'm seeking for. So that's just something to think about for next time. Like I'm not going to increase the weight. So maybe next week I'm not going to go towards 240, but I'm going to try to work at 235 and try to get that for 4 or 5. Well, I've been doing 4, so let's see if I can get that for 4, and then eventually move up to 240 rather than kind of jumping up because I can do it. I can do it. So, but yeah, progression is up. My weight is up as well. I just been adding more foods. Like I said, I'm not really tracking my foods anymore on my fitness pal on my phone. But I realize what I'm eating because I'm eating the same things every week. So, or not every week, but every day, but every week. And I just need to increase the calories. So just add more foods onto that. Like I know I want to say exactly hidden, but I'm hidden within the realm of 200 grams of 200 grams of protein, more or less. But I'm adding more food, so I'm adding more to that. So I'm going a little bit over, which I'm totally fine. My fats have been like around 60-ish, maybe a little bit more. But adding more foods onto that, totally fine. The only thing I got to be more conscious about is, if I'm adding foods, that I'm not adding too much. Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna just eat like half a can of spam, dude. That's a lot. That's a lot of unnecessary fat that you're gonna be eating. So I wouldn't want to have a day's intake where it's like 100 grams of carb or 100 grams of carbs, 100 grams of fats. Just because I'm just trying to add calories into my not my deficit, my surplus. So I don't want to do that. So I'm still conscious about what the foods that I'm eating, and fill the rest with carbs. And the more carbs I eat, a little bit more fats are going to increase, a little bit more proteins are going to increase. So totally fine about that. So weightlifting's good, weight's good, but let me tell you, yesterday, yesterday, I felt kind of sad yesterday because it was my upper day, bringing in all my equipment, wraps, straps, and weight belt because I was going to do rack pulls. And I was trying to look. I was in my car. Got all my equipment junk is in my car. I was looking around my car. I only found one wrist wrap. One wrist wrap. And I couldn't find the other wrist wrap. So I went into the upper body yesterday fairly scared, even though I did 240 ego-wise. But I went in there fairly scared because I didn't have my wrist wraps. I always bring them in on a pressing day or on a day where, if I'm not using straps, I would just have them anyway just for comfort. Man, I've had them for the longest time. They're just these simple Harbinger wrist straps. I don't know how long they are, but it's something common. You can buy it on Amazon. I've had them probably since maybe 2010. I think that's when I got them, and it was a time where I started moving away from gloves. Even though gloves for me, it was a cool thing. Gloves were cool, but I wanted more of a wrist support rather than to buy gloves with the wrist wrap around them. I just wanted to get the wrist wrap. It's a little bit easier. Plus, when you clean it, it's the wrist wrap. If you clean gloves and it shreds up during the washer or dryer, your gloves are fucked. If one glove's fucked, both of them are. So yeah, so that's why I decided to go with wrist wraps, and couldn't find the other one. Had them for a long time. I feel sad. So last night I ordered some powerlifting ones, some Ken Anderson powerlifting wrist wraps, but if anything, I've always wanted to upgrade my wrist wraps because the thumb loops were shredded and they were just getting old. So um I like to say I had this coming, but I didn't expect it to be so soon. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, wrist wraps. Wherever you are, or the other wrist wrap, wherever you are. But yeah, next thing I want to upgrade would be the weight belts. I want to upgrade my weight belt, but the problem with that is my waistline. My waistline is increasing and decreasing because of competition prep and off season. So like right now, I'm a 31 in waist. So competition wise, I may drop down to 29, 28, 29. And so my weight's going to fluctuate. I would need a belt to reflect that. But in the future, I do want to get bigger. So but how much bigger would be for me, you know? So I would need a weight belt to kind of reflect like something where I can use something at like, you know, like a 28, 29-inch waist, or maybe something up to maybe like a 30, I don't know, maybe like a 33 or something like that. I don't know how big I want to get. I don't know how big I want to get during dirty bolts, but that's the thing I want to upgrade the most. But I know that I want a lever belt because those things look, even though they look ridiculously stiff, I think just the ability to just snap on, snap off is actually kind of convenient instead of having like a prong belt trying to tighten it up, tighten up your prong belt, trying to get it right. You know, just all the lever belt is just kind of get yourself in, click, do your sets, click. I think that's actually kind of cool. And plus, it's, you know, it's this little piece of metal right there, right? Click, click. I just like that concept. But anyways, that's the thing I'll be thinking about upgrading the most. But that's gonna be way down the line because, dude, belts are really good quality belts are like expensive. Are expensive. You know, at this point, it's like, dude, I really want to buy a video game, but I need to buy belts. So this is my dilemma. This is my dilemma as a gamer. So yeah, so I don't have anything else much to say. I just wanted to make this more of the exercise vlog because I have been progressing in the gym, and health-wise, I feel really good. I'm feeling a lot more comfortable than I've ever been since the second show, which, you know, where my injuries have been developing. So yeah, feeling pretty good. Hopefully, I'm knocking on wood right now. Hopefully, um, nothing too bad will happen going into contest prep, going into my first shows in 2014. So yeah, but I can't wait to get on stage. Can't wait to get on stage. I've been practicing my mandatories. I've been seeking out my posing songs. I got 4 to decide on so far. So now I just got to choose one. So what I was thinking was, since I'm hoping that I get a pre-show before the Washington State Natural. So I'm thinking either have a fun song to do some fun posing for the pre-show, you know, just some fun posing for a smaller show, and then do a second posing routine, depending on how many weeks out from the first show to the second show will be. Do a second routine, more of a serious routine, or just do a serious routine and use that for the whole year. So I kind of been looking at option 2, but I gotta really find good music for that, like a music that I'm really good, that's really, I want to say really good, but I'm more passionate about my posing, or to do my posing, to showcasing my posing with, you know, a particular music. So that's what I'm thinking. So anyways, I don't have nothing else to say. I need to get this video rendering. I need to. I haven't played Animal Crossing today, so I need to get my Animal Crossing because, you know, I just got home from work and I just needed to record the vlog today. So yeah, nothing else to say. See you for next week. So bye. Peace.